factories of the inner world. Now, my dear friends, just to sum up, I need to add a core element which is really governing this overall process, which is really actually the core element to ensure the holistic beauty of this eternal mechanism of the inner world, that is an inside out approach. And what is this core element? That core element, my dear friends, is called peace. That's what I said in the beginning. Our mind, which is the first factory of the inner world, is actually characterized by the main component, or by the main characteristic of peace. That's why we often keep hearing the word peace of mind, peace of mind. So, as I had also mentioned, that the eternal soul, who is the ocean, who is the child of that ocean of peace, the supreme being who is the ocean of peace. Once I get connected to it, I get charged with peace, and I realize that I am a peaceful soul. I am a peaceful soul. Each and every karma, each and every thought, word, and action I practice in my daily life, I have the full choice to exercise my decision of choosing a particular thought, word, and action after incorporating an essential element of peace in it. Right? So, my dear friends, we really need to understand that peace is the real ingredient of the diet of the soul, and that gets fulfilled after getting connected with that supreme being who is the ocean of peace. So this process is very beautiful, and automatically when we put in deliberate efforts to actually come into the field of action with such a process, it gets recorded on the soul, and with time I will start functioning with an inside out approach in a gradual manner. And my dear friends, the task is actually not difficult. It only requires the conscious efforts. And secondly, we need to incorporate certain discipline. That is, we all practice meditation. We all practice religion, a certain religion. Now, every religion is just teaching us the eternal mechanism of connecting with that Supreme Father, who is the seed of this entire Srishti. Right? So, my dear friends, we just need to practice it a little consciously, right? And every morning when we wake up, we need to silence our mind and connect with that eternal being, making ourselves fully charged with his core divine virtues, and understanding and realizing the fact that I'm the owner of those divine virtues, because I'm the eternal child, the eternal student, the eternal disciple of that supreme being. When I practice such efforts every morning, like just for 10 minutes, roughly 5 minutes, right? You can keep on increasing it on a gradual basis, like 5 minutes, then 10 minutes, and then 15 minutes, right? And then before sleeping, while going to your bed, you need to again develop this particular habit of actually saying good night to that supreme being. What's the purpose of saying good night to him? Because we will try to summarize our entire day, the core happenings of the entire day to him. Ask for forgiveness if we have committed a certain wrong action or unethical act, if any, we had committed in the entire day. That will ensure proper accountability to that eternal being, and I will become a more and more responsible child, and I will feel myself as a trustee living in this world and performing every task by ensuring perfection in it, with the eternal feeling of being a trustee, right? Trustee of whom? Trustee of that eternal Father, and I'm just playing my part here. So we need to connect to him for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes every night. Then automatically our entire day will get more and more structured. And its impact is really magical, my dear friends. Your efficiency will increase manifold. And in the entire day, we need to practice traffic control after the frequent intervals. Now, what is traffic control? When we come into action, we sometimes tend to forget our eternal nature, which we have realized in the morning, that peace of mind which we have experienced there. So in order to ensure a proper Karma Yogi lifestyle, we need to engage ourselves in the frequent traffic controls. Now the traffic of, what kind of traffic is it? It's the traffic of the thoughts which goes on in our mind, right? Actually, there are 4 types of thoughts going on in our mind. That is positive thoughts, on which we have had a detailed discussion in this particular session, which are also called positive affirmations, the positive thoughts. Then comes the wasteful thoughts, that is the redundant thoughts, and it's the fact that in many human beings across the globe, the wasteful thoughts are quite predominant. That is, nearly 70 to 75% of the thoughts are waste thoughts, which do not have any objective. Thirdly, it's the negative thoughts. The negative thoughts are those thoughts which we should try to refrain from. They are having a very, very negative vibration. And obviously, every one of us get uncomfortable when any such thought creeps in our mind. And for that we need not regret, because that is the result of the habits or the sanskars or the impressions formed on the soul since the eternal past. So automatically we have to forego that particular sanskar, that particular thought process. After deliberately practicing the mechanism of generating the positive thoughts, and it's often said, the more you water a particular plant, it grows with full growth. It blossoms accordingly. So we just need to water on the positive thoughts aspect. And the 4th category is actually the necessary thoughts. The necessary thoughts are those thoughts which to whom we give a lot of priority to be accomplished on time. That is the very important thoughts. They are related to our daily routine. So, my dear friends, once I understand the eternal 4 categories of the thoughts, I will try to ensure that I engage in the necessary and positive thoughts while coming into action. That is in our daily routine. So that's why we need to practice traffic control. So that and that needs to be done for like 2-3 seconds, or say even 5-10 seconds, so that we analyze what's actually going on in our mind, try to see those thoughts as a detached observer, then silently and comfortably try to re-emerge the positive thoughts, the positive affirmations which you had practiced in your morning session of meditation, and then come into action. You will feel charged and rejuvenated. So that's all for today, dear guys, and I hope you all must have found this session really very, very impactful. Thank you so much. Namaskar.